Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back. So this week there's two parts.
Our enemies hurl themselves at one of our planets.
Oh, they're going for Andoria, and now they have enough to take it.
The enemy dares to occupy one of our planets. Construction complete. Scientific breakthrough achieved. Situation log updated. We are tracking an enemy fleet.
Oh, now the Gorn are following me. Thanks, Gorn. If you had followed me earlier, I wouldn't mind dealing with these guys.
We are tracking an enemy fleet. We are tracking an enemy fleet. We are tracking an enemy fleet. An alien empire wishes to communicate.
Okay, and you guys probably also have... No, surprisingly you don't have the negative opinion modifier towards me. That is a miracle, if we're going to be completely honest. That really is a miracle. I don't know what you're considering a mutual threat, though. Because you're definitely not rivaling anybody that I personally consider a threat. Did you just close your borders to me? You did, you bastards. I guess it's partly because you hate me because my borders are close to you. Not a whole lot I can do about that, though. Did they leave? Yes, they did just go and leave Andoria undefended. Well, I would most certainly love to go liberate Andoria. I do want to make sure that these guys are dealt with.
We are tracking an enemy fleet. We are tracking an enemy fleet. We are tracking an enemy fleet.
Okay, for whatever reason the game just kind of locked up there for a second. Thought it was going to be some major event or something occurring, but no, that's not the case at all. Oh, the Klingon Cardassian Union. Okay, never mind. It was a massive event that just occurred. So, the Klingon Empire and Cardassian Union have formed an alliance against us. They're hoping that by combining their forces, they stand a chance at defeating us. We will show them that this empire, which has survived in one form or another for centuries, will not be topped by the likes of them. Long live the Empire, yada yada yada. I do kind of wish it actually took the Klingon Empire over here. Remove them from vassalage under the Romulan Republic and put them as a part of this actual Klingon-Cardassian alliance over here. But that's not the case. So, basically this means jack shit for me. Oh, those guys just fled. And Earth Space Dock survived. Wonderful.
Situation log updated.
Is this undefended? It is undefended. Let's go up to Lizabella. Everyone can catch up to us there. Now, do we? No, it doesn't look like we lost anybody there. That's great news. Far too late for you guys to do anything. "7 months and we'll get the specialization on our phasers, which may or may not mean anything. So who hates you guys out of curiosity? The Morali, the Romulans, the Ferengi, and an unidentified empire. If I have to make a guess at who that unidentified empire is, I'm just going to go on a limb and say that it's supposed to be the Nausicaans. Because I can't see anybody else that I haven't met that is anywhere near you enough at least to be willing to declare you a rival.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
You go ahead and nut up here.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
That guy's trying to attack the third fleet.
We are tracking
Oh, we're being followed.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
We got some stalkers.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
Wow, you guys have some... Yeah, you guys have some shitty warp engines, apparently. What about the Gorn? What are they running around with? Because they seem to be keeping pace. No, they got the same thing, but somehow they're keeping pace. I don't know what the deal is there exactly.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
Would you be able to build me one of those quickly enough? Maybe. I just need to keep their fleet on the run long enough, actually. Change of plans. Go back to Earth. You guys. Try and group up as many of us as we can. Because we're gonna have to lead the Romulans on a bit of a wild goose chase. Or goose hunt.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
Okay, far side of the system. And then jump down to Iota Botus. Because we got a Romulan fleet following us. And I would not mind being able to do something to said Romulan fleet. But first things first, I need to get a starbase set up and ready to be able to actually fight. Oh, damn it, game, what the hell was that about? Okay, game, I'm not seeing these people. Well, that's probably why I'm not seeing them. Because the one I was looking for, these guys, are tiny. They're a one province, or a one system nation.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
Not a fan of that. Jump back down to Earth and help.
We are tracking an enemy.
You guys have some shitty engines, apparently. Apparently your artificial singularity core isn't really helping you get around much, is it?
An enemy fleet. We are tracking an enemy fleet. Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Okay. Give me more info. Modulated phasers are capable of piercing shields, ensuring some damage is applied directly to the hull. This option is only available to United Earth vessels. Or coherent phasers are highly efficient and have lower power requirements than phasers of equal potency. So, efficiency, this has penetration. I guess I might as well just go with the thing that's unique to us. And besides, I do kind of think it might be better. So I'll go for modulated phasers.
Breakthrough achieved.
I certainly would have complained about assault phasers, but I think Well, no, yeah, we'll go for assault phasers. Now, let's go ahead and upgrade our ships with these modulated phasers. And yes, I know I have not bothered renaming any of these like I did when I played as the Federation, or well, yeah, as the Federation. Simply because I just don't give a shit. I cannot be bothered to go and rename these this time around. And 11 months until... Okay, it's 11 months for that. I'd rather not wait that long, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Our enemies hurl themselves at one of our planets.
And they're going to take it with the clone armies that they shouldn't have, because this is Star Trek, not Star Wars. They both might have Star in the name, but they are two very different beasts.
We are tracking an enemy fleet. The enemy dares to occupy one of our planets. We are tracking an enemy fleet.
If you guys don't mind, just go to Mars. Mars isn't as hectic, apparently. And we did actually lose some of our armies. Okay, I'm like, am I still being followed by the Gorn? I was. It's just, they took a bit of a detour because they're shitty engines. Are we still being followed? Yes, it does appear we are still being followed.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
Looks like we might have to make our final stand at Sol. Well, I say final stand. With the help of the Gorn and our star bases, and if I could manage to squeeze in upgrades before the Romulans arrive, that would be wonderful. But I don't think we're gonna be able to do that.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
I mean, maybe their cooldown will take long enough, but I highly doubt it. Oh no, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it. Yes! It helped a little. Not a whole lot. I would like to get assault phasers. Those would be helpful, at least to a degree at least. Okay, now in theory I could go and build gunboats. But I don't know why I would. And I feel as though I'm sorry, game. Do you actually think those are better? Because you don't seem to think they're better anywhere else. I'm not sure what your deal is there, game. You have me a little bit confused, actually. Okay. Well, with our 22k, the 8k from that, the 1.4k from you, and the 4.4k from the starbase, I think we can do this. It will be a very, very significant battle, and, well, the Romulans still have another fleet of that size, roughly, actually a little bit larger than that, and it's being followed by substantially more people, so it basically means jack shit, even if we win here. But, you know, it's still a thing. We can try and pump out another one of these if you don't mind. No, game. I'm trying to select these three. Thank you.
We are tracking an enemy fleet. We are tracking an enemy fleet. We are tracking an enemy
Now, is it enemy fleet coming for us, or is it, it's... I don't know where the fuck it's going. It's very difficult to tell, considering it's very difficult to figure out which one's supposed to be in the lead. I think that's partly because they're all using different types of FTL. Okay, these modulated phasers I think are actually really helping us. I don't think we've took a single loss from our personal ships, although we are about to lose the, yeah, that thing. Which definitely hurts, but Mars is already building another battle cruiser, so... Not bad, game. Not bad. If I can get Type 4 photon torpedoes, that would also help. We might actually be able to turn this war around. But probably not this part, because... Yeah. I think it's going to take more than this part to be able to try and turn this war around. Go kill this one real quick. I don't know what happened to the other fleet. Apparently it's able to emergency FTL ridiculously quickly. We're basically getting no war score from that now. We did have a giant space battle here. Did we really gain anything from that? No. Space battles are worth basically fuck all when it comes to war score, which is a shame. I understand the devs wanted them to not be the be-all end-all when it came to determining whether or not you won a war or not, but I do feel as though it's a lot lower than it probably should be. That's my personal opinion on the matter. Now let's go and slap these new fancy Type 4 photon torpedoes on our ships. You go from a 44.11 to 45. Wow, that's a nice little jump. For whatever reason, the game wants you to use pulse phase cannons, and I have to question the game's sanity. Now, I don't use you, but I'm still going to upgrade you. Don't care, game. Don't care. Okay, back home. Get you guys your upgrades. Let's go and get a Constitution. Yep, they're coming for Earth. They really are. Wow, okay, yeah, that's a nice little bonus. Okay, well, they're not going to be able to take Chai. Because Chai is a nice size 25 world. That's fine, game. I've got support here at Earth. We're gonna wreck these guys. Okay, go ahead and head on out now. Okay, wait. What is the range on these things? Because I feel as though you fired them sooner than you did before. No, they're still the same 40-60 range. I don't know, it definitely felt as though you fired them faster than you did previously. Or, well, earlier, rather. Okay, now we have to go liberate worlds. It's vital for us to be able to continue this war that we go and liberate some of our worlds.
Alien empire wishes to communicate.
So that's what we're gonna go do. We're gonna go ahead and try and liberate Lisabella real quick.
We are tracking an enemy fleet. We are tracking an enemy fleet. We are tracking an enemy fleet.
I can have you guys do your upgrades when I do liberate. Actually, I don't know. Are you guys still giving me your research? No, because yeah, you're occupied. That's what I figured. But I can still apparently pay for you to get the upgrades. But, okay, looks like you won't do them until after you have been liberated. So, no point doing that. Because it does actually take the resources now, which I think is silly. You should either not allow me to do that, or not take the resources until after I liberate it. Whichever ends up being the easiest. Okay, more people heading for Earth.
Alien empire wishes to communicate.
Do you guys hate me just because I exist? No, you don't. But you're pretty much worthless to me. You guys do hate me simply because I exist. Again, I hate that. I find it stupid. Because it basically results in the situation that we're in.
We are tracking an enemy.
Some people might say, oh, well, it's because the Terran Empire is not supposed to get buddy-buddy with aliens. Okay? The way I see it, I should not be stopped on their end from being able to become buddy-buddy with them. I should just be encouraged to not become friends with aliens. It's the way I would do it.
Our
Make it to where you can do it, it's possible, but you're discouraged from doing it with some sort of penalty or another. To like, oh, I don't know, influence gain. Maybe make it cost more monthly influence to have defensive packs with aliens. Things like that.
scientific breakthrough achieved.
That's what I would do personally, like I said.
The enemy dares to occupy.
At the end of the day, it's out of my control, but that's just the way I would do things.
Enemy fleet. We are tracking an enemy fleet. We are tracking an enemy fleet. Construction complete. We are tracking an enemy.
Okay, those guys really are going to come for me. That is very stupid. Now, where are these guys going next? 7th Fleet. They are going to Mars. Okay, then. We need to hurry up and liberate this because I need to get back down there.
We are tracking an enemy fleet. We are tracking an enemy fleet.
Come on, guys. Where the hell are you?
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
And a war that started after ours has already resulted in one side winning. I think the Nybriot were the ones that won. I wasn't really paying attention, though. Those guys do have to make a quick pit stop at Procyon before they can jump to Mars. Or jump to Sol to go to Mars. Come on, guys, get up here. Liberate Lisabella, because I need to get back down to Sol.
We are tracking an enemy fleet. We are tracking an enemy fleet. We are tracking
I know, game. Jesus Christ.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
Oh my god, the game's just gonna spam me with that shit.
We are tracking an enemy fleet. 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 We are tracking an enemy fleet.
Thought I told you guys to land once you arrived, but apparently I didn't. Now you guys need to get down there.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
This will get liberated. No problem.
Our warriors are victorious.
That gets us some war score back. I'm not joining game. Get that through your thick skull and realize how this works.
Situation log update. We are tracking an enemy fleet. We are tracking an enemy fleet.
Okay, apparently there was a coalition somewhere else that has ended.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
Yeah, we can't win that.
We are tracking an enemy fleet. We are tracking an enemy fleet.
But they will have to have left things undefended.
We are tracking an enemy fleet. We are tracking an enemy fleet.
We're gonna have to leave Sol alone.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
Yeah, the sheer amount of 19k fleets there is just not gonna let us win that. It's physically impossible.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
But war length, we have war score in our favor. If I can liberate 2 worlds. Oh, I don't think length of war goes to positive counting though. That's a somewhat annoying thing. I wish it did,
We are tracking.
but I'm fairly certain it doesn't. You know what? Change of plans. Let's go for Andoria. Oh, they're offering me a white piece on their own. Very well. That's preferable because I don't have to do anything now, and I don't lose anything as a result. Now Isabella's pretty pissed off. Let's get everybody back to Earth. The AI realized that it wasn't really doing as hot as it would have liked. Effectively. Now, what world do I have that produces most of my research? That would be Earth. And Earth, I want you to build me a 0G research center. Also, we're probably going to swap out our heavy phasers, or our heavy modulated phasers, for these assault phasers. I do think we lose some range as a result of that. Let's check that. No, we don't. But we do more damage, and especially we have a much higher max damage. However, yeah, our modulated phasers do look like they're actually going to help quite a bit. Assault phasers. I can go ahead and get this, which will help as well. Let's go ahead and do that. So I get an actual Empire modifier to shield penetration, armor penetration. Then I can also bump that up on individual ships by an additional 10%, which is actually not bad. You know, admittedly, starbase phaser arrays would probably not be terrible ideas. Because, yeah, starbases don't really gain a whole lot of fleet power. I mean, they don't gain a whole lot in the base game either, but I think this mod has nerfed how much they gain each time they go up a level. But at the end of the day, my strategy, when I'm actually able to do it, is generally to just try and keep the enemy away from the star bases in the first place. I know, shocker, right? But I feel as though that's generally the better strategy, is to just not let the enemy get to the starbase in the first place. I'm going to get rid of your ground-to-space weaponry, because you don't really need it anymore. Yeah, don't care. This world is pissed off. Okay. So yeah, see, you guys realize we have mutual threats. Yeah, okay. You guys go home. Let's go ahead and... I assume the game thinks those are a good idea. Sorta. For whatever reason, the game still wants to try and slap modulated phaser arrays on things. No, game, sorry. These assault phasers are not an obsolete component. I know you think they are, for some reason. I don't know why. But they're not. You gotta realize that. So put those on the NX refit. Replace the heavy on... no. Replace the heavy on the Constitution. And same with the Excelsior. Yeah, no, you're better. I forgot to give you your better torpedoes. And I'm basically out of money. Well, out of minerals, rather. And yeah, you guys don't really have any, so there's really no point in draining you. I get basically nothing as a result. Place you at the basic biolab, have you do your upgrades. Once Earth Space Dock is done building a 0G research center. I am apparently still losing money.
Our ships have been made superior.
So that's the thing. Basically, it just means I need to build microfusion reactors on somewhere.
Construction complete.
Now, you don't have any friends. And the Gorn would join me in a war against you, but they wouldn't be able to help. Can I attack you? No, because now I have a truce with you individually, apparently, I guess. And then a truce as a result of a truce with your overlord. Now Earth needs to have pump me out a bunch of assault armies, namely Vulcans, because they have the strong trait, which gives a bit of a bonus. It's not a whole lot, but you know what, it's better than nothing. Okay, that's the max there. La Isabella can stand to have some more people taken off of the world. And sent over there. Ratour still needs some more assault armies, although they have calmed down. You guys need to get the hell out of my borders because I don't want you standing there. Also, that reminds me, let's go ahead and swap out the engines on all, or the warp engines on all of our ships. I mean, some of them don't need it, but we're still going to do it. No, okay, looks like according to the game, fire rate is not any more beneficial. Yeah, change of plans. Both of you guys, go to Earth. Don't group up the way you were going to try and group up. There we go.
Construction complete.
Send everybody to Earth. Oh well, I should also end up making energy credits again once I rebuilt my star bases. You guys, in theory, have superior tech. But besides that, you're actually considered equivalent overall, unlike the Tamara and Unity, who are considered superior overall. But I've only got one way into you, which isn't necessarily terrible. Give me your energy credits and minerals, guys. Keep saying I can only support 29 of these games, but for whatever reason, you seem to keep allowing me to build more, which I assume is probably supposed to be a bug, but I can't really tell for certain.
Incoming transmission.
Sure. So I don't know if it's a situation of, like, I'm only supposed to be able to support the recruitment of 29 at once, which isn't the case because I'm only recruiting I've got 20 in the queue. Yeah, you're just gonna keep letting me build more of those. Oh, okay, you're apparently going to let me try and queue up more, but you're not going to actually let me do it. These acts will not go unpunished. Wasn't that one of the worlds they wanted? Or was it... Oh, they might have specifically wanted, like, New Roanoke. I don't know. I'm gonna get some that decreases edict cost, which I don't really care for. Let's go for better farms. Screw it. That'll help our pops grow, which is helpful on recently conquered worlds where the whatever it's called ends up taking effect. I do need to go and save up the minerals to build more ships, though. I would like that, game. I would like that strategic resource if you don't mind. Please tell me I have some. Yeah, I kind of wish you guys actually had some minerals. Okay, now I can go and upgrade you with some even... Well... Yeah, I can upgrade you some even better mines. Not that it really matters, because I'm not going to use you. I am not joining game. Jesus. It's like it asks every 3 months, it seems like. Because it just will not realize that I am not going to join. God, stuff is so bloody expensive. Yeah, you know, if we're gonna go to war with anyone, it would probably be the Klingon-Cardassian Alliance. Although, admittedly, you guys are considered equivalent in each individual category, so I don't know what the deal is there. Okay, Denobula has calmed down now. So that should help get me some more minerals and whatnot. Don't forget the hangar bays, guys. They help, at least a little bit, not a whole lot. Oh, and a revolt on Andoria. Wonderful. Just fucking wonderful. 1 second. Okay, random ass fucking numbers calling yet again, as per usual. Fucking Andorians. Oh, looks like they just... Did you guys just kill a bunch of my humans? You did. You used my own land appropriated to go and kill a bunch of my humans. You bastards.
Construction complete.
Okay, come on, guys. Build your damn defense armies. You're gonna need... I'm gonna have you be a power plant there.
Construction complete.
You guys aren't gonna be free for very long.
Situation log updated.
I'm gonna end this part once we have retaken Andoria.
Construction complete. An alien empire mission to colonial. Initiating ground assault. Our warriors are victorious.
Okay, never mind. You guys land again. I'll take some of you guys out of there. Depending upon what unrest is like. Okay, that's all I'm taking. I put Terrans in charge of the defense. Okay, game, whatever. That's a little bit weird to me. Okay, apparently I need another NX refit. But that's gonna be a little while because I need to get Andoria to stop complaining. And sadly, it's got double land appropriated on it. And so the population has been pretty much destroyed. Which sucks. Oh, wait. No. We're putting Terrans in charge because clearly the Andorians are gonna get all uppity. And do the whole, we're gonna declare independence thing. Wait, the Voth are in a coalition? Voth. No, you got associations to have somebody who is in a coalition. Which presumably would be somebody in your general region of space. Because it'd be a little weird if you got one from somebody who's far away. There you are. Who's the other member? The Kraylor Sanctum. I don't see these guys. I know they exist, clearly, so... yeah. But I don't see them. Hide fallen empires, hide others, hide primitives, sort by name. Well, in theory I know they exist because I saw them labeled, but looking at the Ks, I don't actually see them. So I apparently know they exist, but I also don't know about them. That seems a little weird considering game you did give me the opportunity to contact them. So I clearly have to know where they are. Okay, I do. They did not show up here though. I'm looking at the Ks. They are called the Kraylor Sanctum. I see the Kazan Hobi, the Klingon Empire, the Klingon Enlightened Kingdom, the Klingon Cardassian Alliance. Those are all the Ks. Well, and then the Kreman Foundation. So game. Unless these guys are labeled as a... okay, they're labeled as a other. They are spiritual seekers. Why are they labeled as another? I'm gonna ask that game. I am completely confused about that. It was another NX refit I needed, right? Yeah. If I want to keep things even between those two. Pajama also does a decent amount of research, though it's almost entirely society. And I don't really need more society. I need more engineering and physics. And some more specifically physics, more than anything else.
Our ships have been made superior. Our ships have been made superior.
Okay, well, next part we'll probably be declaring war on either the Tamarian Unity or the Klingon Cardassian Alliance. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to let this part tick over until we have finished researching the exographic targeting sensors.
Construction complete.
Phase inverter gives me armor penetration. Also, according to the game, gets me... It will lead to further development in energy weapons, which is something I would love. But I can also get multi-adaptive shielding, which should lead to better force fields, i.e. just better shields. Both of which are useful techs. These will allow my ships to live longer if I go down this field. If I go down this field, though, my ships can do more damage. And to be completely honest, I'd much prefer that they can do more damage. Maybe even fire on the enemy sooner. That would be a nice little thing. How about you guys don't go the full retard path of trying to get there? Yeah, game, I know. It's just out of curiosity, does the game think I should equip those? I'm going to take the fact that it's not trying to equip that as a no. It does not believe that I should be equipping my ships with... Wait. Where is it? Game, you show it as a yellow or an orange module. Oh, console. It goes here then, right? Yes. And you do believe I should equip those onto my ships, apparently. Very well then. We shall do that. I'm sort of inclined to agree. That sense it'll help our ships do more damage because they'll be able to do damage to the hulls without needing to wait for the shields to get knocked down all the way. It will help. So let's do this upgrade and that'll end this part.
Situation log update. Our ships have been made superior.
So now our okay, you know what? We'll wait to the end of this year. Screw it, it's just a couple more days. That'll also get us Hydroponics Farm 4, which I don't really care for. I got 125 surplus food, which means pop growth is increased by 46% on 13 planets. Which really just means if I go and actually look at this, the people that are growing with an additional, 0.48.
Breakthrough achieved.
Prospectors Union doesn't really help too much. Honestly, none of these really help, so screw it. I'll go for Prospectors Union for the plus 15% to border range. It's not going to really push borders at all, though. Just want to note that. There's too much border push on my borders for us to be able to push our borders out without conquest, so yeah. Just take that into account, game. Yeah. We'll be declaring war on one of these guys next part. I'm sort of inclined to go for the Terran Unity just because it's a bigger area to take. And it doesn't leave me open to the possibility of this little area getting closed off. So I do think it's better to go for the Terran Unity and then the Klingon-Cardassian Alliance, which is really just the Cardassians under a new name. Because the reality is, the Klingon Empire is still vassals of the Romulan Republic. And sadly, that event, I guess, doesn't I don't know, maybe the Klingon Empire still exists, typically under that event. If the Klingons weren't a vassal in the Romulan Republic, maybe they would still be the Klingon Empire. They wouldn't be a part of the Klingon-Cardassian Alliance. I don't know. I really don't. Because I haven't played in the Mirror Universe enough to know exactly how that event works. But I would assume under normal circumstances, the way it's supposed to work is that the Klingon Empire becomes... turns into the Klingon-Cardassian Alliance as well. Basically, literally merging the two empires. But for whatever reason, because the Klingon Empire are vassals, that didn't happen, and so the Cardassians basically just changed their name and flag, and that was about it. I'm pretty sure that's the reality of the way it's actually turned out. I don't think it's supposed to work like that, though. I do believe these two are supposed to effectively get merged into one, similar to how the Federation gets formed, and it effectively absorbs all of the founding members' territories except for their homeworlds, though in this case it would take the homeworld as well of the other guy. And so the Klingon-Cardassian alliance is weaker than it should be, I imagine, because the event doesn't supersede the vassalizing of the Klingon Empire, and as a result didn't annex them or absorb them into the alliance. And so, like I said, it's literally just the Cardassians under a different name and flag. But that's going to be it for this part. I will see you all in the next part, where, like I said, we'll probably be declaring war on the Tamaran Unity. We'll take this stuff up here from them. Hopefully it'll help us. It's more territory, and more territory is always helpful. But that is going to be it for this part. I will see you all next time. But until then, a goodbye and farewell.